Good. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the prediction show. Premier League football is back. Finally. International break, always boring. 2 weeks of that, always boring. So we have some incredible fixtures coming up, and it's Premier League all the way from now till March. So very interesting to have that. And I have a special guest with me, Rose, City fan this time round. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. But probably you're doing better than me because of our last result. So let's see how it goes this weekend. 10 fixtures, four on Saturday, four on Sunday, and another two on Monday. Um, right now, it's a very busy period, so you have to pick up the points very quickly. And nothing was planned, by the way. I was to have Rose on, and the Guardiola news came in right today. So before we even get into the predictions, I'm going to ask you about Guardiola. How do you feel about that?
I'm actually really happy. I absolutely love Pep. Most City fans love Pep. I know that people of recent have been questioning his tactics, in certain matches, especially in the Champions League. But I just, who's better than Pep? Like, come on, like, who is a better manager than Pep Guardiola? And I just know that the owners absolutely adore him, and that's why they've offered him, a longer sorry sorry that's why they've offered him a longer transfer sorry a longer contract, my bad. So yeah, like, I don't think anyone's better than him. And with everything that's gone on, especially with Pep, and his mum passing away with COVID this year, I feel like it's been a hard year for him so far. He's just not the same. Like, he's been grieving. So I feel like this season he's going to be given a lot more, time to just, like, a lot more time, like, not a lot of pressure. And I just feel like he'll be given all the time that he needs to win that Champions League for City.
Yeah, so at the end of last season, when Liverpool were like so many points ahead of you, are you thinking we need to let him go?
No, not a doubt.
So,
Because in my opinion, Klopp and Pep are the best managers in the Premier League. And
mhm.
even though, City didn't have a great season last season, you've got to bear in mind our injuries. We had an injury to Laporte, who was out for a long time, and obviously we didn't replace company, so that really affected us in the long run. We had injuries to Sane as well, who was a massive part of City. So I just feel like last season was a bad season. City has won the league twice in a row.
Yeah.
It's very hard to win that league three times in a row, and um, I think it's only United who've done that actually. So I just feel like it all comes, like, everything does basically come to an end. Like, you're going to have that season where you just have a dip, and I suppose that was last season for us. But even this season, I'm hoping that um, once we basically get everyone back, like, the Agueros and Fernandinho's, I'm just hoping that we're not too far behind, so that we can actually, maybe come back and challenge um, again for the Premier League this season.
Awesome. So clearly, Rose is very excited. I'm hoping Arteta takes the same direction as Guardiola in terms of winning trophies and becoming a great like him. So you're very right. Him and Klopp are probably the best managers in the world, maybe even. So let's see how that works out for you guys. So game week 9 is here. 10 fixtures, as I said, some really good ones. Spurs against City, one of them. There's also Liverpool against Leicester. So all of them will be interesting. So let's get into the predictions. In case you're new to this show, this is how it works. Usually just preview the game and predict the game. More focus on the Spurs game since she's a City fan. So let's see how it goes. So we'll start with Newcastle against Chelsea. What have you made of Chelsea's start so far, Rose?
I think they started off a bit slow, but I think it's because of all those new signings. They just needed time to settle in, and I feel like their last few performances, like, they're playing really well. I watched them against Sheffield United, and I thought they were exceptional, especially Ziyech. I think he's an
Yeah.
outstanding player. So I just feel like, they're getting their groove on, and I expect them to beat Newcastle this weekend. Yeah.
What's the score?
I'm gonna go for a 3-1 Chelsea.
Probably could be
3-1
something like
Chelsea
that, but
win.
I'm expecting it to
Pardon?
be more tighter. I'm
Oh,
expecting it to be
okay.
more tighter. If Wilson plays for Newcastle, if he's not injured, then he'll score. But I think you're right in Chelsea winning. So I'm going to go for Newcastle 2, Chelsea 3. It's going to be a very good game to watch. The second game on Saturday, it's going to be Aston Villa and Brighton, of course. These days, when I hear Aston Villa, I get nightmares. Every time I see Grealish, I see Bartley, get nightmares. Of course, they trashed us 3-0 the last Premier League game, and Brighton have also been kind of okay. So how about this game? Have you been surprised by Aston Villa?
Yeah, especially because last season I think they were fighting for relegation. So it's like,
Yeah.
wow. They started off really well. What they did to Arsenal was a joke, but Arsenal were absolutely awful. Um, and just wow, like Grealish is such an amazing player. And yeah, I expect them to carry on from what they left with Arsenal. So I'm gonna go for a 2-0 win for Aston Villa.
Very, very possible. So you think Aston Villa's good run will continue?
Yeah.
Wow. Then yeah, you're right about last season. They're about to get relegated, and actually they beat Arsenal and survived. If they actually lost that game, they would have been relegated. So the transition from last season to this has been very, very good for them. So for me, Aston Villa will win, and it's going to be a 2-1 victory. I think Brighton will score. They're quite good at attacking these days. And then the third game, you can talk all you want about it. Tottenham against Spurs. Last season, you lost there, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, last season, boy, last season I know that what was it? We drew at home and then we
Mm.
lost away to them. I believe they had 5 shots on target in both of those matches and they scored 4 goals. So it's
Yeah.
like it was just absolutely ridiculous. And the craziest thing is, I think that Spurs have improved this season. So
Mhm.
I'm quite nervous to see what is going to happen this weekend when we face them. I know they've got Mourinho now, and the thing about Mourinho is it's not
Mhm.
pretty. His tactics are not pretty, but it's effective. Like we saw against West Brom. Um, West Brom played like 5 at the back, and literally they were just soaking it all in. They were just trying to defend for their lives, and somehow that man Harry Kane, finds a way, and
Mhm.
Spurs get that result. And that literally wasn't pretty, but they got that win, and that's why I am a bit nervous. I'm hoping that Mourinho's tactics are just not as effective against us, because anyhow, Spurs get an early goal against us, it's going to be a long game for City. I can just tell because there's just something about us when we concede, we're just not great from
Yeah.
there. So yeah,
Who are you most scared of? Is it Son? Is it Kane? Is it
yeah.
Bale? Who are you most scared of?
I'm scared of all 3 of them. I'm scared of Bale, and I'm scared of Kane, obviously, and I'm scared of Son. Like all 3 of them could just turn a game on its head in an instant. So literally, I don't know. We're going to have to stop all 3 of them somehow. I don't know how, but we just have to do it.
So
Yeah,
what's a prediction on this one? Tough game, tough game.
it's a very tough game. I really want City to win because we need to win, but I can just see it being a draw. I think because they're at home, I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I think City will
2-2.
score. Torres and Jesus are in great form. I think Torres scored a hat trick in the international break, so you can tell. I can tell he's going to be fired for this match. But I think it'll be 2-2. I feel like Pep will probably be a bit cautious though. That's the only thing. I don't think Rodri and Gundogan have played that well together in the Premier League, and I feel like with Bernardo Silva being so hot and cold, he doesn't really have much of an option but to play
Yeah.
them. With also, Fernandinho being injured as well. So we saw against Liverpool, Rodri and Gundogan weren't great, and towards the end of that match, towards like I think the last 15, 20, 15 minutes, Liverpool players were tired, and Pep could have changed it. we literally were there. We were there. Like we could have, we could have gone for that win. Had we brought on, maybe Phil Foden, but Pep was cautious, and that's why we came out with a draw. So I am a bit, nervous that maybe Pep might be a bit cautious again because he doesn't want to lose this match. But
Yeah.
I expect Spurs to score a few, and I expect us to score a few at the end of the day. So yeah.
I'm going to go for a draw too, but it's going to be less goals, so I'm going to go for a 1-1. Obviously, it can go. I don't know if is Aguero fit.
No, he's not. I don't
Then
think
I'm
he's going to
expecting
play.
1-1.
No. Yeah.
Obviously, I can't predict a Tottenham win. We don't like Tottenham over on this side, bro. We don't like Tottenham on this side, so it's going to be a draw. The next game, probably these guys, you don't like them. United against West Brom. Is it going to be a walk in the park for them?
Poor West Brom, like they just can't get a win. Like they can't get a
Mm,
win. We saw against Spurs, like they defended and they defended for their lives, and they were so close to, at least getting a point. Or I think their plan was to hold on and then maybe nick something at the end, but they couldn't hold on, and they lost that match. And I just feel like their bad run is going to continue against United. I can't see anything else but a United win. So I think United will probably beat them 3-0.
3-0. So no goal for West Brom again. It's going to be a tough
No.
season for them. Do you expect them to
Yeah.
get relegated?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think they're going to go down. There's no
Unfortunately.
hope. They haven't won a game. They haven't won a match. Like, yeah, I
And
don't see
they
them
even
staying
lost
up
to
at all.
Fulham. When they lost to Fulham,
Exactly.
that's when I was like, they're
Yeah,
going to be in trouble.
exactly.
So 3-0 United win, as much as it pains me to say, I think it's going to be like 4-1 to United. I think West Brom will get a goal just because Maguire is no better anyway, so West Brom are going to get a goal. So 4-1 to United. And then on Sunday, the first game, Fulham against Everton. Everton started the season very well, but in the last 3 games, they've really fallen off. Fulham, 1 win, I think, only. Last game, before even getting to the prediction, last game, Lokman missed a penalty. What did you make of that
Oh,
penalty?
that was. How can you do that in the last stage of a match? Like, it doesn't make sense. Why doesn't
Mm-hmm.
he just take a normal penalty? Like, I don't understand what he was trying to do. He just embarrassed himself in the end. Like you're down at the bottom. You can't be trying to like just do any type of trick or anything. You just have to take that penalty and score. And yeah, I don't know. This is a match where Fulham need to win, but I just don't see them winning. Yeah.
Do you think he missed it? You try that because he's a youngster, maybe, or do you let him off, or do you go at him?
Obviously, like we're gonna have to let him off, but even he knows himself that he should have just taken the penalty normally. Like he knows himself. Like he was so embarrassed after. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know what went through his mind.
Yeah. Are you using earphones?
Yeah.
They're kind of like just check the like it's making a sound a bit
Oh, are they?
when you
Take them
move.
out.
Yeah, when you're moving, it's making kind of a sound. So yeah, maybe just reconnect it to something, take it off, whatever. Okay. So yeah, Fulham this season they've been like all over the place a bit. They're not scoring goals; they're conceding a lot of goals, just like the way they were doing last time out. So this time round, I think they'll concede again. Everton, Calvert-Lewin, James Rodriguez, Richarlison is back, and yeah, missing that penalty. Of course, Rose. They also missed a penalty last time out, but I think I'd rather miss a penalty like De Bruyne than the one for Lokman. So prediction for this one. Let's hear from Rose first. What's your prediction?
I'm gonna go for. Um, I'm gonna go for a 3-1 Everton win. I think Mitrovic will score. I think Mitrovic will score for Fulham, but I think Everton will be too strong.
Yeah, that sounds much better. I don't know what you did, but yeah, I'm going to go for 2-1 Everton win. I think Fulham will try to like defend, but I'm going to go for 2-1 Everton win. The next game is going to be Sheffield and West Ham. West Ham surprising. They've beaten Leicester. They've beaten like 3 big teams at their place. Wolves like 4-0. Which one has impressed you most? Which one have you been focusing on most? West Ham's good start or Sheffield's poor start?
Okay, probably Sheffield United's poor start, mainly because last season I thought they were exceptional. Like, they had an exceptional season, and I know a lot of people are saying that they've probably been found out, but like, just how they're playing this season is just such a contrast. It's so strange. So yeah, I've been very, very surprised. I thought they would carry on from last season, but they haven't. They've just started off really poor. In terms of West Ham, like, I think West Ham have had a decent season. I wouldn't say they've had a great season, but you know, they've been good. They've been good so far this season. So I'm not really, you know, surprised with how they've played this season.
So prediction for the game?
Sheffield United need a win. They actually need a win.
Your internet has disappeared. Sorry.
Hello?
Let's try again. You okay now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So, as I was saying before, just trying to think, who am I going to go for? It's a tough one. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Sheffield United win. Yeah, I'm going to go for Sheffield United win. They have to win.
Wow, you're giving them a win. I don't think so. I'm not going to be that nice. I think they lose again, 2-1 to West Ham. I don't know if Antonio is back, because if he is, then they'll definitely lose. West Ham kind of struggled, but they played really well against City at home. They kind of struggled against Fulham. If they actually scored the last minute penalty, they would have gotten a point from it. So for me, I'm going to go for a 2-1 West Ham win. And then the next game on Sunday, please be nice, Rose. Please be nice. It's Leeds against Arsenal. It's Leeds against Arsenal. Just try and be nice.
I don't know what happened with Arsenal. Nah. I'm trying to think of something positive, but I just can't. Against Aston Villa, they were absolutely awful. As in, like, the scoreline flattered Arsenal. As in, like, it should have been like 5-0. That's how bad Arsenal were. Like, it was awful. What I can say is Leeds haven't been playing that well as of recent, but Leeds are a good side. I know when we played Leeds, like, they were so good. Like, they matched us. Like, they were even better than us when we faced them. And I've watched them against Aston Villa, and they were absolutely exceptional. I think that was their best game. I think they won like 3-0 in that match. So with Leeds, it also depends on the Leeds side that turns up. But then again, I can't really see Arsenal putting in the performance like they did against Aston Villa. I think Arsenal will be back against it. I don't think they're going to be as poor as they were. So it's a tough one, but I think Arsenal will probably win this one in the end. Yeah.
Score?
I'm going to go for a 2-1 Arsenal.
That makes me feel so nice. I'm really hoping, because the Leeds have conceded 8 goals in the last 2 games, and if we don't score against them, it will be very, very terrible. So for me, I'm going to go for a very high scoring game. I'm going to go for Leeds 3, Arsenal 4. I'm expecting goals in this game. Okay. The final game on Sunday, Liverpool against Leicester. Are Liverpool in trouble?
Their defence is in trouble. Was it Joe Gomez that got injured again? Did he get injured? Yeah, so he's out. They've got no Van Dijk, no Joe Gomez. And then obviously they've got no Salah as well. I think he's out for this match.
Trent Alexander-Arnold is also out.
Are the results out?
Yeah, Trent Alexander-Arnold is also out for a couple of weeks.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Liverpool, it's going to be a tough one. I think they're fortunate because they're at home. So I do expect them to get a result. I think if they were away, I think Leicester would probably win. But I think with them being at home, I think they'll have enough. So I'm thinking maybe a 2-1 to Liverpool. I think they'll have enough still. Yeah.
Oh wow, you actually think they'll still win despite all those injuries?
Yeah, because they still have Jota and Mane and Firmino, so they still have that attack. Yeah, Salah's out, but what they do have is still good enough to beat that Leicester side.
Oof, that was actually a surprise from you. I thought the way Leicester have been playing, scoring 5 away to City, scoring 4 away to Leeds, they're scoring goals. Vardy top form, Tielemans top form. Liverpool also don't have their captain. Henderson in the middle is out. Thiago is out, so they're very short. Their backup defender is out. Will Matip be able to handle Vardy? I don't think so. So I'm actually going to go for a Leicester win. Liverpool 2, Leicester 3. Their first Anfield defeat, I think, in like almost 4 years or something. I think it's going to happen this week. So
that would be great for us. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. But Leicester also like kind of top 4 rivals and stuff like that. So I'm going to go for Leicester win. Then on Monday, I think this is the most boring game of the weekend. Prediction for this one, you don't even have to say much about it.
Yeah, I don't know. Palace do play good away. I think I'm going to go for Palace win for some reason. Burnley haven't been that great this season. So I'm probably going to go for not a 2-0 Palace. I think Burnley will score at home. So I'm going to probably go for a 2-1 Crystal Palace win.
I'm going to go for a 0-0. I'm expecting a very boring game here. Last time out, I predicted a 0-0 between Brighton and Burnley, and this one, I'm expecting it to be boring again, so 0-0. And then the next one on Monday, the last game this weekend, probably more entertaining, Wolves against Southampton. Do you think Southampton will be in trouble since Ings is injured, or do you think they'll just handle it okay?
Yeah, I think that I'm not going to say they're in trouble, but obviously I think he scores so many of their goals. So with this match, I do expect Wolves to win, especially now with Ings out. So I'm probably going to go for 3-1 Wolves.
3-1 Wolves. Wow. Some surprises. I think like if I go and check it back, like you have like 5 different predictions for mine. Liverpool, Leicester, this one. I'm actually expecting a Southampton win. I think the attack is very good. Ward-Prowse, Redmond in his feet, Shea Adams, all of them very good. So I'm going to go for 2-1 Southampton win. And then those are your predictions. Before we get into the final part of the show, I'm going to ask you about the table. Let me see. Let's start with the top half. Let me know, like, what have you made? Any surprises there this season so far?
Obviously, Southampton. That's a surprise, but it is still, what is it, 8 matches? It's still early. I'm also surprised about Aston Villa, because obviously last season. But honestly, it's 8. Like, it's 8 games. I think City's played 7. Yeah, it's just too early. Like, we've seen it. Arsenal have been top of the league, like in the beginning of the season, and they're not finishing near the top of the league. So I can't lie though, I am surprised about Spurs. Spurs are having a really good season, and I expect them to actually get in the top 4, like finish in the top 4. But I expect City and United, as the season goes, for them to get closer to the top as well. So it is still early. There's going to be a lot of changes, I believe.
Okay, let me ask you. You'll just need to tell me whether you think they'll go up or down. Leicester, do you think they'll stay there or they'll go down?
I think they'll go down, but they won't go down that far. But they'll go down.
Tottenham, up or down?
Tottenham will go down. I think they'll go down to 4th.
Liverpool, up?
Liverpool go up. I think Liverpool will finish top of the league this season.
Southampton, top half, but they'll go down?
I'm just looking at other teams, like because I expect United to come back into the top half. I think Wolves, Villa. Okay, maybe Crystal Palace might go down. Maybe Southampton might finish 10th. Maybe, yeah.
So you expect City to go up there?
Yeah, I expect City to finish at least 2nd or 3rd this season. So
how about Wolves? You think they'll go up or down?
I think Wolves will probably go up a place, or they might stay in that position.
Everton?
Oh, I think Everton could finish in the top 6. So maybe one up, one up maybe.
Awesome. And let's go to the bottom half. Of course, you
I
already
forgot about
mentioned United.
I forgot
Yeah,
about
United. Arsenal, up or down, please, please, please.
Arsenal will go up. Arsenal will go up.
Yeah. And then
United will go up as well. They're not going to finish in the bottom half.
how about let's start with the bottom. Sheffield, stay there.
Okay. It's a tough one, but I think West Brom and Fulham are definitely going down. But then I think it's between Sheffield and probably Burnley, but I don't know. I feel like Burnley have it in them to turn it around. Like I feel like Sean Dyche can turn it around for them. So I don't think they're going to finish. I don't think Sheffield United will finish bottom, but I think they'll finish in the bottom half of the table. Yeah.
So you're expecting Arsenal to go up and United. How about Leeds? Do you think they'll finish in the bottom half or top 10?
I don't know with Leeds. I think they started. I don't know. I think they'll finish in the bottom half. Actually, I think they'll have some good results here and there, but ultimately, I think they'll finish in the bottom half of the table.
Awesome. So give me your top 4.
My top 4 is Liverpool, Manchester City, Chelsea, and Spurs.
Top 6, 5, 5th, and 6th.
Oh, I'm gonna go with. Oh, it's a tough one. It's between Arsenal, United, and Everton.
So no Wolves. Leicester? I actually think Leicester will finish in the top 5. They're very, very good.
That's the thing. Arsenal haven't. No, you're right. I completely agree with you. What is going on with this league?
Lots.
Leicester could finish in the top 6. But then I feel like United can go on a run. Arsenal, not so much. I think you're right. Actually, I think Leicester will probably finish, in the top 6. Yeah. So, but then what about Everton? I feel like Everton are playing so well.
Yeah, you're right. I actually think for me, obviously Liverpool, City, Chelsea, those 3, and then maybe United, Arsenal, and Leicester. I actually think Tottenham won't finish in the top 6, maybe 7th, and then maybe Everton 8th, something like that. It could absolutely go crazy. Southampton 5th, and Leeds maybe 7th, and then Arsenal 15th, United getting relegated. Imagine that. That would be awesome. So,
it's each season.
Yeah, last couple of questions. Which game will have the most goals this weekend?
Probably the Spurs City game. I think both are going to go for it. Maybe. Yeah, probably Spurs City.
Which team do you expect to keep a clean sheet this weekend for sure? Newcastle, Chelsea, Fulham, Everton, Leeds, Arsenal, Spurs, City, United, West Brom. Which one will keep a clean sheet for sure?
No one. I don't expect anyone to keep a clean sheet. I think if anyone's going to keep a clean sheet, it'll probably be in that Burnley versus Crystal Palace game.
Yeah, and also a clean sheet because they're very good defensively, just because it's going to be a boring game. There are 3 players that will definitely score this weekend.
Kane will score. Werner. I think Werner will score, and I think Vardy will score. Yeah.
Vardy will score. I'm going to agree with Vardy. I'm going to go for Aubameyang will score. I know people will call me crazy as well, have been on poor form, but he will score. And then probably I'm going to give Torres a goal again. He's been on good form, hat trick, so I think he'll start for sure.
Yeah, I expect him to start.
So I think he'll score. So give me your front 4 for City that day. Jesus up front and then the midfield.
So Jesus, Torres, Sterling, and then De Bruyne, And then I think Pep's going to go with Gundogan and Rodri, even though I don't want him to. I want him to actually play Foden, but he's going to be cautious. So, yeah.
No Foden, no Bernardo, no Mahrez.
No, Bernardo is very hot and cold this season, and I don't think Mahrez has been that great this season. I think Torres has to start, Jesus has to start, and then obviously, Sterling as well. Yeah.
Awesome. So thank you very much for coming on. Let them know where they can follow you.
Oh, you can follow me on Instagram at Rose MCFC, and it's the same as my Twitter.
Awesome, and I really appreciate it. So that was Rose. That was the prediction show. The Premier League is back. There's no international break until March 22nd or something like that. So it's going to be Premier League football from now on. So thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow to preview Arsenal and Leeds with some Leeds fans. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it, Rose, and keep staying safe, guys, and I'll catch up with you later.